the equivalent of the red pill.
This is a technology, it's a computing language, and I can build an app on it.
Is Bitcoin the currency of the future?
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the hodl gang. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the hodl gang. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Ethereum pays for my rent. Bitcoin pays for the vent. Litecoin pays for the jet. Bitcoin cash for the rest. Spent 30 racks on an ICO. What coin did you buy? I forgot, yo. Just got started last night, bro. And I'm already hooked like a pipe stove. Flipping a coin, making it grow, taking it slow, letting it go. Cash flow's growing, it's incredible to watch it flow. Stacking the cash, taking it home, making it fast. I'm on a roll. Little bit mo's all I ask for the bubble though. Currently learning about a new type of currency. Burning the dollar down like an emergency. Urgently, listen, my friends have been urging me. Coins have been surging, we earning like surgency. We on a mission, man. Crypto maniac. Act like you don't really know about it. Stop that. Bitcoin blowing up like a bomb. Step back. Used to be a couple $100. Should've copped that. Blew up on a scene from the mind of a brainiac. Back in 2009, where the miners at? Silk Road, baby, it's gotta be anonymous. Satoshi blew up, now we on the map.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero, and we are back at it again for another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. First and foremost, shout out to the Bag Chasers. That is a Patreon group that you can be a part of to get this the day of recording. It is not my Patreon group. It is Anton of AntonDaniels.com's Patreon group, of which I am a member. My way of giving back to the collective, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be rocking it out like that. They're gonna be getting first access until we hit that coveted 500 mark and we get our channel a little bit monetized. Then we'll have some interesting members only options. But until then, we're paying homage to the group that basically is the reason that this channel exists in the fashion that it does. So, you know, we do our time, we grind it out, we definitely pay it forward as much as we can. We're recording here October 1st. Welcome to official Halloween season. It's the first day of Halloween season. It's Halloween all month, spooky all month. We're going with it all month. For those of you who are catching this on the 4th for Hump Day, happy Hump Day. If you're not having the week that you want, we need to make the pivots necessary. We're only halfway through the week, people. Make the pivots necessary to make this the best week so far. Big day. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of, the market, being the market, does what it does. And we had to make some pivots because your boy was wrong. We are flipped bullish. I did. Oh, actually, you know what? Give me a second. I need to see the comparison for this. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling up my end of month financials because I need to look at a specific thing from this month to last month. So let's look at September. Okay. Oof. Yeah. So one of the key metrics and the reason that I'm completely flipping and I'm bullish the rest of the year, we're getting ready to tear some of these portfolios down, is, losing my voice. Don't know why. We're going to blame the seasonal allergies. I haven't been sneezing much, but I'm definitely losing my voice today. So we're going to get through this. Perseverance and discipline, people. So, with that said, upcoming, obviously, with the start of a new month, that means we just got done doing the end of month financials, which is why you guys are getting this a little bit later in the day on Sunday than normal. And the numbers looked good. That was the first thing. I was literally only $4 short of my stretch goal for my DeFi income for during the bear market. And if we're hitting stretch, that means we're in bullish territory, which is phenomenal. Because generally speaking, this time of year, obviously we went through shakeout September. We got some good buys in. I tried to save to snipe some buys and ended up having to buy high, which is fine because the way that the market's going right now, we're banging off 28K, which is a high considering we were sitting around 25. I told everybody I was looking at, what was it? Was it like 25.5, 24.5, something like that? And we did not see that for September. We do have another interest rate hike, so it's not to say that it couldn't happen, but with the numbers that I saw come in when I started doing my cash outs for this month and tallying up how we did, and when the dust settled, we're $4 away from the stretch goal. For me, that's all the indicator that I need. Like the prices, the money's coming in, and generally speaking, if the prices aren't going up, the money's not coming in, and then we're seeing the volatility on a Sunday when the market's not open in the U.S. officially. Has me a little bit excited. So what we're doing with the updates on that is we are going to be moving into a space for the end of this year, for this last few months of the year, where we're pretty much only going to be buying Bitcoin or Ethereum based on which is the better buy, which as it sits right now is looking like it's going to be Bitcoin all day because Bitcoin moves slower than the other alts. When I went to go ahead and make my buy, because obviously today being the first, just like I said, I was like, we're pulling that snipe money out. I had money coming in from this last paycheck of the month. And so we got those little bits in there and went ahead and put it to work. But the reality of the situation is the numbers, Bitcoin does exactly the opposite of whatever you want it to do most of the time. So obviously price went up. So we went ahead and hit our buys on the first. We'll see what it does the rest of the month. Obviously we're dollar cost averaging throughout the month. So we'll have another couple of paychecks worth of cash infusions and we'll make our guesstimates on that. But as it sits right now, it looks like we're just going to be going up. So I'm just going to be stacking. I'm planning, at least what I'm planning, because Ethereum is it's moving faster than Bitcoin is. So I'm planning on just stacking sats the rest of the year and just having it sit. So that way when we tear these balances down and these portfolio positions down to rebuild out the next portfolio, we'll have that sitting in the background as well. So that way, if we get some good pumps on Bitcoin, then we're going to just have extra cash to start off with. So I'm kind of looking at it as like this is going to be nest egg for next year. Now we got to get to the first parts of the show. All right, let me pull this screen up, move my big head out of the way. Oh, and we can actually lower this down a little bit, I think. Let's see here. Let's see what you guys are seeing. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here, hold on. Let me blow this up a little bit for you. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, and then we'll bring this up one more. Okay, so we're going to do the top 5 gainers and losers. Obviously, starting with the gainers. Make sure that we're in the proper order here. Yeah, see, it never is. We're going to have to refresh it. Okay. Because there's a lot of stuff going on like right now as we're reading this. Okay, so the top 5 gainers as per right now. We have number 1 at rank 782 is Decentral Games, DG, with a 29.9% gain in the last 24 hours. Number 2, we have at rank 290, Covalent, CQT, with a gain of 28.3% in the last 24 hours. At number 3, we have at rank 609, DFI.money, YF2, with a gain of 26% in the last 26.4% in the last 24 hours. At number 4, we have at rank 770 RAI Finance SOFI, with a gain of 25.6% in the last 24 hours. At number 5, rounding out the last of the list, we have at rank 162, Live Peer LPT, with an increase of 20.8% in the last 24 hours. Now we're jumping over to the loser list. I hope everybody had something on the top 5 winners list. If you didn't, no big deal, but I definitely hope none of you are on the top 5 losers list. This is never where you want to be. It doesn't feel good to be on this list. At rank, we're starting off at number 1. At rank 911, Gary Network, GARI. They've had a loss of 23.2% in the last 24 hours. At number 2, at rank 672, we have NFT Worlds, WRLD. They have had a loss of 14.7% in the last 24 hours. At number 3, at rank 896, we have AIMBOT, AIMBOT, and they have had a loss of 13.6% in the last 24 hours. At number 4, at rank 1000, solid round number, we have Counterparty, XCP, and they have had a loss of 11.5% in the last 24 hours. And at number 5, running at the end of the top 5 losers list, we have at rank 702, we have Popsicle Finance, ICE, ICE, and they have had a loss of 10.3% in the last 24 hours. Now, this is actually a pretty timid list, to be honest. I'm not drawing any complaints here. Definitely could be worse come the bull run. These numbers will become staggering. It's going to be during the bull run that's coming. The top 5 gainers list is going to be obnoxious. Like every day, it's just going to be like you get to wake up, and if you're on the top 5 gainers list, you've had, if you're making decent position amounts, and when I say decent position amounts, I'm talking like for crypto, decent position amounts, in my opinion, like especially if you're just starting out, it's 500 and up positions. And if you're on that top 5 position, you have made some money. And you could be on those lists for days and weeks, just hitting that top 5. So we're gonna definitely, as we roll into the bull run, be talking a lot more about strategy on how to secure wins, how to flip your wins into more wins, because there's just so much. It's a feeding frenzy. And I tell everybody, I'm like, you should have your tier 1s picks where you're starting out, and then you roll those into a backup, so that way you're not just riding stuff to death. But this is a very not volatile moves. Like, I mean, under 30% moves really in crypto isn't that much. But when we look at the portfolio, we've had a 10% pump in the last 24 hours. We're liking that. When we look at our total profit and loss for the year, the portfolio is now back up again. We've come, it seems like at the very end of September into the 1st of October, shakeout September just went away. Like the market was subdued 10% basically for 30 days straight of just harrowing numbers. And then we come back and here we are. It's just like, oh, okay. All right. Now we're going to shrink this back down so I can read it. Let's go here. There we go. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Okay. But like when we're looking at what's gone on the past 24 hours, it's been a night and day transformation. We're rolling in here. The reds aren't as red anymore. The greens are even more green. Some of these positions we've turned green. There's only a couple of bad positions on here actually they're not even bad positions. These are nominal losses, because normally I look at cash outs at closing a position at about, 35%, depending on if I can rationalize staying in it or not. But at this rate, like, everything is looking fantastic. The end of the month financials looked fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and get into the top 10. Obviously, we bought more Bitcoin, so that's moving up on the list. It'll get up there. I don't think it should outdo number one because we shouldn't. I'm not going to say we shouldn't. We just don't have that much more money going into the market for the end of the year. We're slow rolling it. We've cut back. We're prioritizing some other things. Obviously, if you're over on the Future Financial Strategies playlist, which we're strategizing, we know that the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency funds, discretionary funds, period, we've cut back because we're focusing on notching out a few other goals, namely backstopping the property, getting ready for this recession, eliminating all debt, which obviously I have a lot of money in the crypto space, so I'm not worried about missing out on anything because we're retconning the entire portfolio as we tear it down in December, probably late November into December. Like, I'm going to stagger it because, like, I don't want to just dump all my positions at the same time. We'll probably look at it, plan it out over about 6 weeks to close out at the end of the year to have everything ready to redeploy at the beginning of next year. Next year is going to be a pivotal year for a lot of people. A lot of the positions that you're getting into now, like, I'm not necessarily saying you have to follow my ideal on how I do my portfolios. A lot of you are going to ride some of your stuff through next year. Some of the positions we have might get ridden through next year. It just depends. But overall, we're gonna close down. We're gonna pay back our Alchemix loan, retool the Alchemix position. We're redoing the whole thing, and you'll get to see it built from scratch, which will be interesting because you'll get to see a portfolio that's built from scratch going into a into a bull run year, which will be interesting. That's going to be fun. So let's drop this top 10. So at number 1, obviously, we have Ethereum, ETH. Number 2, we have Synthetic Networks, SNX. Number 3, we have USDC. And number 4 now, we have the original orange pill, Bitcoin, BTC. Number 5, we have NASDAQ's, NSDX. Number 6, we have the staked urine curve token position. Number 7, we have Arbitrum, ARB. Number 8, we have Wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC. And number 9, we have Cosmos Hub, Atom. And number 10, we have Thor Wallet Dex, TGT. Now, as far as things that are going to be riding into next year / being added to next year, the Thor Wallet Dex token, we will probably look at what that's going to look like going into next year. For that portfolio, we will not be closing out that position, mainly because that position gives us less network fees within that wallet. So that's a utility position. Since we're utilizing the wallet heavily, we're not gonna liquidate that position out unless it blows up next year. Like, that's gonna be a hard sell for me to liquidate that. What I'm not doing is any of the tokens that are accruing, I'm not collecting those. So those tokens are just sitting in there right now, just stacking and stacking. And after it gets to a amount that'll cover the network fee, because that's on Ethereum. And I did notice that the network fees have gone down, which is a great thing. I was on there the other day, and I was actually able to close out the holdings on my convex position because I had some tokens that I'd accrued, but I was like, I'm not paying $50 to get $50 worth of tokens out. Like, that zeroes out the gain. So, like, it was like $7, and it was like, I think it was like $30 worth of tokens. And I was like, well, that's a net win. We're going to go ahead and collect our stuff so that way we can get it moved and get some of these positions cashed out into Ethereum so that can be sitting waiting in the wings, because Ethereum is still an expensive chain, and we have to make some decisions on if we're going into next year for the bull run still utilizing pools on that chain. Because, like, even with Alchemix, they have it on other chains with lower fees. So we might be moving the loans that we're currently utilizing over to other chains. We might look at that. The issue being is they're not Ethereum based, and I like the Ethereum peg because it makes it easy for me to save those tokens in the value of Ethereum and then still be able to leverage them in the value of Ethereum. Whew. Okay, there we go. That was my third sneeze today. All right, so hold on one second. I got a couple of other things as far as alpha. What we're looking at here, one of the other things, I'm still going to do the wallet breakdown. It's just we got to get these episodes out of the way. Like I have a backlog of things I have to do now as far as episodes for this, so I might crank out a few episodes here over this next weekend because I don't think I have any plans. I don't have anything on my calendar, so we're probably going to be turtling up. But ATOM staking still over 20%. It's currently 21%. One of the interesting things that I've noticed, a couple of firmware patches ago for the Ledger wallets, for those of you who utilize Ledger Live, which is their desktop application, which allows you to manipulate and track your stuff, a way to view your Ledger. Ledger is the cold storage wallet that I personally use. I'm an advocate for Ledger. If you look down in the description, there is an affiliate link down there. I am a Ledger affiliate. Not only, it's like the hair plug for men. Not only am I not only do I promote it, I use it. So the Ledger, though, they have an earn feature within the Ledger, so you can actually stake everything. Well, not everything, but they have a good amount of stuff, including ATOM staking, that you can do from within your Ledger, which I found pretty interesting. I'm probably not going to move because that position is a hot wallet position. So during the bull run, we might be selling off some tokens and converting those over to either Bitcoin or Ethereum, depending on how the market does. I'm going to have some metrics on that, but yeah, that's an interesting feature, added level of safety for those of you who have those concerns. As long as you're fluent with moving around tokens, I'm an advocate for the Ledger. But we're going to do a wallet breakdown where we talk about a couple of probably the wallets that I've used and have experience with, which will mostly be hot wallets and the reason why those are necessary and important. And then some cold storage options as well. But yeah, ATOM is still looking good. And SDX, NASDAQ is still over over 40%. So that's still looking good. I'm still actively looking at pools for next year's portfolio. We're going to dial that in probably a lot heavier during the month of December, because at that point you're getting ready to make some moves come the new year and how we're going to store those. I might actually add in an additional ledger to convert most of my stuff over to. I might update and get myself a newer ledger and move my stuff over to that for the added layer of protection. Because just in case, because bull run years get wild. So, and as you're growing your portfolio out after a certain point, it just makes sense. And then I might also do a video for how to set that up and how that works. That could also be pretty interesting as well. So we're going to have some stuff coming. I'm sorry I'm a little stuffy today. I'm not going to be able to record both my videos today because I'm pretty much tapped as far as my voice goes. But thank you for rocking out with me. Definitely keep the suggestions going. Shout out to the Wife School podcast. She was the one who asked about the wallet video, and you're going to get it. You are going to get it. So shout out to the Wife School podcast. If you ask, you shall receive. These are some of my opinions. This is what I'm thinking for the end of the year. Definitely tap in and let me know. Are you guys actually functioning in the crypto space off of a centralized exchange? Are you using DeFi? Do you have hot wallets? Are you staking? Are you staking on chain? Are you actually utilizing any of these chains? Tap in with me down in the comments and let me know what you guys are thinking. We'll probably have the next video will be longer because I got a ton of news updates, but I just don't want to blow my voice out on this video and not have it be quality. And I'm running at the end of the quality here. So like I said, we're still on that road to 500. I definitely have known. Oh, you know what? It's first episode of the month. So hold on a second, because we got to do our shout outs. We're not missing that. We are not missing that. Not today. We're not doing it. They're not getting me. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up so I can read off this list for all the new Wolfpack. Oh, Jesus. I'm at 291. We're at 291 subs right now. That is awesome, guys. Like, we gotta keep that momentum going. That's what I'm talking about. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Audience. No, that's not what I want. Sorry, this is taking so long, folks. It's that's not what I needed. Hold on a second. Oh, here. No. There we go. So we got to do our shout outs. We got to do it by date subscribed, and we're going to go down. Do 30 per page. So that'll cover. Yeah, that'll slate us through. Okay. So first and foremost, thank you guys so much for subscribing. I'm really happy for those of you who have tapped in with the comment that the content, and I hope you're getting value from it. I definitely appreciate the support. Definitely appreciate the people who have been supporting monetarily as well during the Guns and Butter live streams. I'm going to actually just start throwing this banner down here at the end of the videos for those who want to support the channel. I do not, like I said, I don't live here. I live off my salary. Everything that comes in to support the channel will be going to supporting the channel. It will be going to make better content, lighting, camera setup, all that fun stuff. Getting things more efficient, faster computer eventually, new desk, those things. It's not paying the light bills. Like, this is literally towards just making the content better. Shout out to those who have joined the Wolfpack, though. We've got Ryan Jackson. Shout out to you. Sean Balden. Now, see, that's a homie that I frequent panels with over on I think I've been on panels with him over on Black Man Unfiltered's channel. I know we roll in the same circles, so like the Sir Hale Speaks, Black Man Unfiltered, those conversations, definitely appreciate that. Emily Strange, shout outs to you, new sub. Make $760 daily, shout out to you, new subscriber, appreciate it. Raw B Privileged, she always checks me. She'd be on my neck, but you know what? Sometimes she's right. And I had to recant my terrorist comment. Shout outs to you, Robbie. Welcome to the Wolfpack. I hope you enjoy the content over here. I hope you actually watch some of my actual content so that you can see that 90% of the time I'm not talking about the stuff that people ask me on their panels to talk about. We roll a little bit different over here. Cat Reed 016. Salute to you. Salute to the Hunter Tribe. Appreciate you guys. And Miss JFK63, salute to you. And welcome to the Wolfpack. So that's everybody who joined up in September. I'm excited to see who joins up in October, because believe it or not, there's some heavy hitters that are lurking behind the scenes in these streets, and I appreciate them. They definitely give me some stuff to think about. I'm not out here speaking from what I know. I'm speaking from what I'm testing, and I'm testing it live with you. So that's why this channel has a little bit more credence, I feel, than actually, I don't feel. I believe this channel has a little bit more credence because you're watching somebody during the build that's giving you the strategies that they're actively using with their money while they're building. So as I move up levels, you've been watching me do this. You have the tools now in concept. But yeah, so salute to the tribe. Salute to everybody who has tapped in with me. Like I said, I am in the comments. I do read the comments. I also check my email. When you email, you are emailing me. There's not like a staff or a team over here. This channel is not that big yet. And I'm like I said, like I'm a big DIYer. This is a hobby. This is cathartic for me. So I will be tapped in as much as I possibly can. And I've got some really cool ideas. Like I think once we hit that 500 mark, we're going to start rolling out some of these other interesting ideas that I've got, and we're going to get to play with those. And I'm going to have more shorts coming. I'm getting some stuff for the gym so that we can look at some of Ray's redunculous workout stuff, and some more dance videos. Now that I'm getting back on my training schedule, I'll be actually able to do some training outside, which is going to be exciting. Once we get to that point, we'll be able to do some recording. Actually, I guess the next big thing I'm getting is the next camera upgrade. That's what we'll be doing. So thank you for tapping in. It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero, and I'm out. Peace.
Cryptocurrency, currency. She love cryptocurrency. Me have a hot sexy girl. Whoa. Yeah. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She whine and go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She whine and come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. Decentralized like a blockchain. Anyway you see me, girl, you know it now go stop wait. Pull up in the Beamer or the Benz, or the Bentley. Cryptocurrency, that's what we spending. We not in a lending. No for them a stake, yo. We not in a renting. Bad mind fussy them. Want see we ending. Smiling out with face, but call that pretending. Now left me 9 milli. Girl, so we trending. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She whine and go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She whine and come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. She love cryptocurrency, currency. She love cryptocurrency. Made a mass wallet. Cryptocurrency. Coinbase wallet. Stack it up. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She whine and go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She whine and come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no want the cash, she want the crypto. She love how me DeFi. And so me makes you feel high. Digital currency.